Beast Wars Dinobot received a deluxe class figure in 2008's Transformers universe, with a deco that was quite the departure from the Beast Wars cartoon. Takara did what they did best back then, and released their version in a show-accurate deco for their Henkei line. Of course, future Dinobot toys have come out since, so how does this one fare now? I think it's safe to say that, regardless of current depictions of velociraptors, toys of Dinobot will typically go for Jurassic Park's featherless approach. Even then, this beast mode feels a bit off. It's nicely detailed with the etched wrinkles and scales. The head is similar in shape, with well-defined and painted teeth, and the innermost toenails are curved. On the other hand, those forelimbs are undersized, the legs seem a bit longer than they should be, and he has a scrawny body and bulky tail, when I think it should be the opposite. Granted, the tail forms his weapon, as always, but still. These proportions might suit another dinosaur, but this? I don't know. Though the one thing this has over the original Dinobot toy is the less prominent underbelly junk. The beast mode articulation consists of the hinged jaw and knees, vertical shoulder swivels, and ball-jointed hips and ankles. His tail is one of those molded into a curved pose, and while we're back here, it doesn't hold together great, since the posts peg into a part of the tail made of soft plastic. I get it's for safety given the pointed tip, and given their small size, the posts would probably have broken off otherwise. Doesn't exactly fix what we have here. It's worth noting that while Henkei Dinobot was released as a Maximal, Hasbro's Universe Dinobot was sold as a Predacon. This might be why Hasbro's version adopts a more evil colour scheme, 2 hues of brown, and in robot mode, mustard yellow and purple. Fun Publications would repurpose the Universe toy as Shattered Glass Dinobot. The Henkei figure's chocolatey brown with brighter tan stripes better matches the show, though the tan should be more prominent than it is. As for the robot mode, the Henkei versions golden, brown and blue definitely evoke the Honorable Predacon a lot better than Hasbro's deco. Even ignoring accuracy, I just prefer these colours. If only I had such high praise for the actual robot mode. To be fair, this mold captures a few iconic design cues. The head is a good likeness, though the soft sculpting and dark colour obscure his facial features. The dino head obviously doesn't flatten to form his chest like in the cartoon. Instead, some panels sit flush against it, creating a similar visual effect. Speaking of the chest, he has a faction switching gimmick, via a panel that flips around from blank dino skin, to Maximal, to Predacon, and back again. Back to show traits, you also have cylindrical bone-like structures sculpted on those same torso panels, as well as pieces that deploy and wrap around his shins. Unfortunately, certain parts to this mode are just plain bad. For a muscle-bound warrior, Dinobot's arms are wimpy. They're typically formed from the raptor's legs, but not here. Then there's the gimmick that allows you to switch between generic hands and the opposable claws he's usually known for. Neither configuration looks great, especially since the normal hands aren't coloured like the rest of the arm. The nails are painted unlike the Universe version, which looks nice, but it draws further attention to his alt mode's kibble problems. The articulation consists of a neck swivel, I think, ball-jointed shoulders, bicep swivels, hinged elbows and claws, ball-jointed hips, thigh swivels, hinged knees, and ball joints not just in the ankles but towards the front of the feet. Fair amount, right? Except the knee bend is pathetic, and the elbow hinge is positioned near the front of the arm. Like Classic's Rodimus, the arms look broken when bent. I guess the waist technically moves too, as in, it slides side to side without locking in place. Also, the waist halves are connected to those torso panels, so they're unstable too. Dinobot's tail splits open into his multi-bladed weapon, with the spinal sword inside. The former doesn't spin, and the number of blades is incorrect, but it shoots the sword like a spring-loaded missile. Shame the weapon's too heavy for him, though it can clip on his back when not in use. His sword is the only accessory he can wield in both hand configurations. And for once, the chrome typically found on Henkei figures is actually welcome, since it's applied to a hidden weapon instead of a random part of the figure. It certainly beats looking like a lollipop. As much as people rightfully ragged on Universe Cheetor, Chopperface here ain't much better. This isn't just Kingdom Dinobot putting this figure to shame. Even for the time, there are some frankly baffling and ugly design choices that hurt this toy of a bot who many consider one of the best written Transformers characters, period. A show-accurate recolor can only get you so far. If you're a Beast Wars Dinobot completionist, this isn't a total dud, but he deserved better. And better he got.